2025, we're leveling up. Get with it or get left, okay? Don't play. Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Angela. Thank you for joining me for an episode of Floral Conversations. So one of my biggest priorities in life is improving my overall well-being. And one thing that's really helped me is understanding the mind, body, and soul connection. This means that our mental, physical, and spiritual health are all interconnected. And when one is off, it affects the others. So I'm going to be sharing small intentional habits that I've been partaking in that have helped me to improve my overall well-being. If you've been feeling a little off, these might be helpful for you. So let's get into it. So these are my practices for mental clarity. First things first, I have a therapist. And I know that therapy is not always affordable, it's not always cheap, but there's so many options out there. I believe there's an option such as like BetterHealth that is affordable and available to a wide range of people. But if you don't have that, having a trusted friend, a pastor, somebody you can really talk to and trust with things that are going on around you and also within your mind. This is why having a good friend or person in your corner is really going to be beneficial. The overall quality of our life is improved with the people that we have in our life. So once again, having a spiritual counselor, a therapist, a friend, somebody you can talk to about things that are going on around you and also inside of your mind. And another practice that I've really been working on, that my therapist has actually been giving me as homework, is journaling, which I actually am not a big fan of writing, but I will say it's been so helpful. I was really telling my therapist recently, I don't know why journaling works, but it is so helpful. And she said that it's because everything that's going on in your mind, you're able to get it down. You're able to basically get it off of your mind. And in that way, you're not keeping everything all up here. So when you journal, you're able to like give your mind a little bit more space. So this is another really great practice that's been helping me. So for me, sometimes I will just list out things that I want to touch on just so I don't forget it. And then I'll take time, maybe at the end of my day, maybe 10-15 minutes to just journal about what's going on in my heart, my mind, around me. And it's so beneficial not carrying certain things to me when I sleep, because one thing about me, I'm a big overthinker. If you don't like to write physically, I would recommend using a recorder, a video recorder on your laptop, on your phone, and just doing it somewhere safe. Otherwise, you can use a video recording, something that basically just helps you to store away your thoughts in a private place. Another thing that I'm really trying to practice is mindfulness this year. So basically being where my feet are. So I want to not necessarily overthink so much. This is where journaling will help a little bit, getting those thoughts out of my head. But at times I want to take a breath and meditate. So I might use the mindfulness app on my phone just to get everything out of my head, meditate, breathe, relax for a minute, and just think about where I'm at, right? Ground myself. So I really also recommend practicing mindfulness. A lot of times we tend to overthink or ruminate over past situations and worry about our future and all these different things. And it's just like sometimes you just gotta let everything go and just stop worrying and relax, breathe, do some breathing work, groundwork, meditation, and let go of all of that. Another great practice for mental clarity is taking regular social media breaks. Yes, get off TikTok, get off Instagram, get off Facebook, get off Twitter. I try to take a social media break every so often. So for me now, I'm taking a month off of all my social medias except for YouTube. And this is to say our parents were right. It really do be that damn phone, because once you take time off of social media, one, you're not seeing other people's life to compare yourself to them. Two, you can just focus on whatever you have to do. And you really, the amount of time that I have saved by not being on social media, oh my gosh. I recommend this even if you can do a month. If you're a little bit of a fiend, maybe you could do a week or maybe a day. You could schedule in monthly, 24 hours, no social media, or maybe just not being on your phone and just allowing yourself to kind of just touch some grass, be in the realm of reality. And the last tip I have is setting boundaries. For my people pleasers, I know this is hard. It was a really hard thing for me, but just through years and years of practice, I'm becoming better at saying no. And you don't always have to say no. You can say No thanks, I'm not in the right place right now. I don't have the bandwidth. That's my favorite corporate lingo. I don't have the bandwidth right now, I'm sorry. And it gets easier. The more you say no, the more you're able to really put your time into things that are more meaningful for you. If you're always constantly saying yes to other people, that means you're constantly saying no to yourself. And you can't pour out of an empty cup. It's a cliche, but it's so true. Enforce proper boundaries with people. And if you can't, if it's hard for you to speak up sometimes just go, like, say somebody texts you, just ignore the text for a little bit and just focus on yourself. Next up is the body. Yes, the body. So, a couple habits that I like to really put into practice. One is working out. And that doesn't always have to mean going to the gym. Sometimes simply taking a walk. If it's over 50 degrees, I like to go out for a walk in the park and just listen to music, just vibe out, have the sun beaming on my skin. I think of myself as a plant. The more vitamin C I get from the sun, or is it vitamin D? The more vitamins I get from the sun, the better off I feel. Being able to move my body and go for walks or even go to work out. So I like to wake up early in the morning around like 5. I like to pray. I like to read my Bible, and then I like to go and work out. And working out in the morning will greatly improve the trajectory of your day. One, because you're able to focus better. You don't have to worry about like still being tired. Your body has already woken up from all the exercise and the cardio. You've already let go of some serotonin, so you're in a great mood. You're feeling good. You got all the stress hormones out of your body by sweating, all that good stuff. So, and also when you work out, when you run in the morning, think about it. Your day is not going to get any worse than that. It feels hard, it's painful, but that's the most physical pain I feel like. If nothing else goes wrong, that's the most physical pain you're going to be in for the rest of the day. So everything else after that is really just you focusing on what you need to focus on. Yeah, people may bother you and do all this other stuff, but like you've already figured that stuff out. And even if you decide to go work out later in the day, this allows for more work-life balance. You get to work, you get to put a stop to your work, you get to go work out, and then you get to finish the rest of your day. So I really recommend working out, exercise, and moving your body in some way, shape, or form. The next thing, hydration. Like I said, I like to think of my body as a plant. The more hydration that I get, the more that I feel good. And I've also cut out like a lot of sugary drinks, sodas, juices. I do more so kombuchas, things that are good for my gut health, and water, which is really great for my skincare. I've seen my skincare greatly improve, and that's another aspect of the body. When you're able to focus on self care, doing things such as skincare, bubble baths, that helps you to, one, relax, allows your body to de-stress and decompress a little bit from whatever is going on, and really allows you to take care of yourself. Your skin, is the biggest organ on your body, and it's the first thing that people see. And I really do believe, the better you look, the better you feel, and the better you feel, the better you look. So investing in things such as skincare, your physical health, fitness, and hydration. Hydration is going to be so important. Definitely improve on all these things on your body. You don't have to go off the deep end, but taking a simple 10 or 20-minute walk after work, drinking water immediately after you wake up, stretching your body also immediately after you wake up. These are things that are going to help you start to feel better and really improve that mind, body, and soul connection. And last but certainly not least is your soul. So a lot of faiths, especially my faith, Christianity, believe that we are more spiritual beings than we are physical beings. So working on your physical, your mind, your mental, but not working on your soul, I personally believe it will leave you out of whack. So for me personally, I used to actually be a pretty emotional and angry person, and I still have my moments, but it's definitely not as much as before. The more I've been grounded in my faith and my spirituality, the more I've been able to regulate my emotions and my actual sense of being. And what has really helped me, one, is gratitude. So in the mornings with prayer, with gratitude, the first thing that we're supposed to do is to thank God for our life, for everything good that we have, for being able to move and live and be in Him, right? And I think this is important, even if you're not a person of faith, to practice gratitude. So, one thing I've been doing the past few months is I created a list on my notes app called Good Things Are Always Happening to Me. So, anytime a really great thing happens to me, I put it on the list. So, for instance, I went to Whole Foods and the cashier, I wasn't able to like check out my oranges. The barcode was not working for some reason. The cashier was like, just take the oranges. I'm like, okay, I saved $4 on some tangerines. That's a great thing. I put that on the app, right? Or I'm going to church and my Uber driver tells me that I'm so beautiful. Something I add that to my list because that made me feel so great and so wonderful. It doesn't always have to be external things like people giving things to you, but it could also be a great compliment, whatever it may be. I simply just write it down. Aside from that, prayers in the mornings, thanking God, being grateful, that will set your mind right. In the morning when you wake up, immediately getting out of bed, drinking some water, and then either praying or kind of just going through things you are grateful for. So your life, being able to feel the sun on your skin. It could be little things. We take so many things for granted. So even things that maybe other people are not able to do or you are able to do. And that's not to say we should be grateful because we're able to do things that other people are not able to do. But every single thing we have is a gift. We should not take it for granted because if we were to lose, say for me, I have a pretty bad eyesight, but imagine if I completely lost my eyesight, I would be devastated. So yeah, my eyesight is not the best, but I'm still able to see the trees and my loved ones. That's an amazing thing. I'm so grateful for it. Every day I'm thankful. So yes, prayer, meditation, practicing gratitude, keeping a list, however you want to show that you're grateful and just to remember and reflect. Whenever I'm going through a really tough time, I just think to myself everything that I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for a roof over my head. I'm grateful that my family's okay. I'm grateful that I'm okay and I'm in good health. These are things that other people are not. Some people are literally struggling to have the thing. Keep in mind that your life may be somebody else's dream life. You may be comparing yourself to another person who has more and thinking, oh, if I could only get there. But imagine if you were just content with having enough for right now. When you get there eventually, you're going to be so much more grateful because you remembered where you used to be. It may not be a lot, but at least you have something, right? So lean into gratitude. In addition, not only do I pray, but I also go to church on Sundays. I think it's a really good way for me, at least. During the week, I feel like work and other things are taken away from me. Being able to go to church, see my friends, connect with people, and just hear about how loved I am by God, the creator of the universe, being able to see me, I think is such a precious thing. So I think finding ways to build community through faith or just being able to even connect with your friends, that's so nourishing to my soul. Being able to see my friends, I love my friends. I love them. And they just fill up my soul with so much sunshine. I'm so grateful that God has given me such great friends. These are all really coping techniques to have a better and more fruitful life, right? Be a good steward of your mind, your body, and your soul. When you take care of all these things, your life will feel more in alignment. At least for me, I can say my life feels more in alignment. When my life is actually a bit more tumultuous, I can anchor onto these things: my faith, my physical health, and my mind. Challenges are going to come your way. Life is full of peaks and valleys. There's going to be some good times, there's going to be some bad times. But knowing how to not only cope, but manage your life is going to make the journey that much more manageable for you. Personally, these things have helped me have way more peace, being able to journal and pray and just really live my life as fully as possible in order to enhance the quality of my life has been invaluable. Yes, so we're at the end of the video. If any of these resonated with you, please like and leave a comment about things you're going to try, or even leave suggestions of things you personally do. I would love to hear them. I would love to see if I could implement anything into my life as well. And if it will help me in any way, we can also do a 7-day mind, body, and soul reset challenge. We can implement something from each category of the mind, the body, and the soul to implement daily for a week. We can have a reset week. If you would like that, please leave a comment and we can get the challenge started.